Hey, brother! Guys, we never got our Hogwarts letter, but we may have just received the next best thing.
We have been invited by Google Arts and Culture and the British Library in London.
The library has curated an incredible exhibit called Harry Potter, A History of Magic. Now, not only did we get to visit the exhibition, but we also had the chance to meet one of the masterminds behind the project, Julian Harrison.
He'll be giving us some lessons in Muggle magic, where we'll discover some of the connections between Harry Potter and the history of magic.
Guys, I'm really pleased to see you both here today, and I'm gonna love talking magic with you.
Yeah, well, we always love talking magic.
Lesson 1, how to survive a basilisk bite.
In the Harry Potter books, the largest snake is actually the basilisk. Do snakes in real life commonly, are they associated with darkness in the same way that they are in the books?
Well, in real life, snakes represent the duality between good and evil, between darkness and light.
Okay.
You know, of course, that snakes have one incredible quality. They can actually shed their skins.
Right.
So they effectively are reborn every now and then.
Right.
Now, basilisks actually have a long historical tradition. And you know, of course, that a basilisk can kill you with its stare.
It could also kill you with its venom.
There is a great antidote to poison, and that's also featured in the Harry Potter books. And that, of course, is a Bazaar stone.
Oh,
and I've
yes.
actually got a real Bazaar stone. This little beauty
wow, look at this.
has passed through the guts of a llama, no less.
So in Harry Potter, it's typically through a goat, but I didn't know they were real. Does this work?
The King of France's cook was sentenced to death, and they said to him, instead of being executed, we'll make you swallow some poison, and then we'll give you a Bazaar stone to see whether that works. Guess what happened to him?
He totally survived.
He died.
It's based on an actual belief, but not based on actual results.
Would you want to swallow a llama stone?
I'm just remembering now that this was, in fact, inside of a llama. So I might just give this back to you.
Lesson 2, how to spot a real mermaid.
The other thing you guys have on the exhibit is an actual mermaid.
I'm really excited by this.
It was a really cool piece.
Yeah, it more closely resembles like how they're described in the books.
Yeah, they're not necessarily these beautiful creatures. This would not be something you'd be excited to run into in the Great Lake.
When I think mermaid, this is not what I think.
I hate to tell you, but this is actually an 18th century forgery. It's made in Japan, and it's made out of the head and torso of a monkey and the tail of a fish.
Lesson 3, the Secret of Immortality.
Did you know that Nicholas Flamel is actually a real person, and he is believed to have invented the Philosopher's Stone?
Yes, Ben, I did actually know that.
Of course you did.
But what I'd like to show you now is a manuscript in the exhibition which actually tells you how to make your own Philosopher's Stone.
So we actually have the recipe.
It's called the Ripley Scroll. It was made around the year 1600, about 400 years ago, and it measures 6 meters long. If we actually follow it through right to the end, we gain the power to become immortal, so it's worth having a go, isn't it?
Lesson 4, live or die harvesting mandrakes.
Of course you've heard of a mandrake, haven't you, in the Harry Potter stories?
Absolutely,
Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
But did you know that the mandrake is actually a plant in real life?
I did not know that.
This is from a 14th century manuscript made in Baghdad. It's written in Arabic, and it shows you that there were believed to be 2 different sexes of mandrakes.
So you have the mandrake and the woman drake. Yeah, maybe not.
We've actually brought one along to show you today.
This right here.
We have.
We have like a mandrake's been sitting next to me
man.
this whole time.
A little bit dangerous.
It's not a real mandrake because they're very hard to come by, so we brought you a stunt mandrake today.
I feel much better about that.
Well, now the important part about the mandrake is the scream.
Oh, sure. It was always believed that when he pulled a mandrake out of the ground, its scream would either prove fatal to you or it would drive you mad.
Oh wow, so that's actually fairly in keeping with what we see in the books.
That's right, yeah. So should we go ahead and pull it out of the ground?
We're 100% sure that this isn't. I think we should just wear some earmuffs just to be safe here. Can never be too cautious.
Right, yes. Safety first.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
The Battle of the Brothers.
You guys obviously know a lot about Harry Potter. We've put together a quiz to test your knowledge about the history of magic.
Bring it on.
Let's totally do it.
Which item in the British Library exhibition was allegedly found being used as a chopping board?
Nicholas Flamel's gravestone.
Correct. The best bezoar stones are found in the stomachs of which hoofed animal?
A goat.
I'll accept that. The correct answer is the bezoar goat.
On the board.
Which is the brightest star in the night sky?
The North Star.
Incorrect. The correct answer is Sirius. A mole on what part of the human anatomy denotes honour to a man and riches to a woman?
Chin.
The buttock.
My next guess.
What is the name of the three-headed dog to Colpet?
Cerberus.
According to the ancient Greeks, which animal would you use when harvesting a mandrake?
A dog. A weasel.
9 days.
That's the correct answer.
Yes! I can exclusively reveal that the winner of today's quiz is Jay.
Yes, yes. Knew it. Slytherin for the win.
I will get you next time.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. But Julian, thank you so much for joining us today and just like walking through all of these great items, providing the background. It has been a pleasure having you.
It's been my pleasure too, thank you.
Yes, it has been amazing. And guys, I highly recommend that you go and check out the highlights of the exhibit online. We have been the Super Carlin Brothers. I will see you in another life, brother.